With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks.
Good job right there. Good job right there. I'm coming.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check it back. 12. 59 Mike. Check. 59.
From the gun, it's Wilson. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the interception, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Watch the twist. Hey, express. Space. Go. Check. 59. Nice, sweet. Check. Ready to that.
On first down, Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
21. Score. What we got? What he said. Get out.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, box truck. Wait. Check.
Here's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Let's go. Right there.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
59, right pass. 59. You remember me?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check three.
The first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wilson. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Check three. He's coming. We got double up.
61, matchbox lights.
Hey, South. Motion. 20.
Hey, seam six.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
5.
59 mark. Check, 59. Come on, D. Mike, check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Running with Kamara, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
So don't say nothing. He's coming. Double up.
51.
Got it. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
Gun. Bravo.
Check, 59. Rip left. Hey, alert 3. Check.
Right.
Here's Ryan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down.
Hey, South. 59. Hey, come on out.
Hey, Tuesday.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Count Calvin Ridley, 33 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
40.
56 to Mike.
On first down, Wilson. And he finds Howard complete. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Zoom. Mike 56. Mike's 56. You don't want it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. Tack McKinley. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Tackles. Mike 54. All day, dog.
Here's Wilson to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
59, ready. Mike 25.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Guys.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
And watch the lane. Ready to go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14.
Yeah. Slam. Alert flare.
Got it.
Ryan. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Ryan to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Watch 54.
Base.
Side field.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Pick me up. Here we go. Get up. 54, stop.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the
Hey, whoa.
On the ground, Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
11.
Let's go, D. Big series.
Now Ryan. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now Wilson on first down. Bryant has it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. First down, a run with Smallwood. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Martavis Bryant there to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey, Orbit.
Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
It's second down. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
6-6. Pull it high.
Watch the shit. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it.
Check. Go.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike's at 59. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Hey, express.
Now it's Ryan. And he fires one incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check.
Army.
Smooth.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Drop deep.
21.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Hey, box drop.
Slam.
51, down.
Throwing again, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
25.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check safety, check safety.
On first down, Smallwood. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Check 24.
Got it.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
14.
Shit. Watch the shit. Hey.
Again, it's Smallwood. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
4 down.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Okay.
Hey, alert.
59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59.
Mark that.
Put him on the buses.
On third down, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Tight dog. Hey, switch gears.
Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, Charlie.
49 to Mike. Watch 49.
Check. 22. 25.
To throw is Ryan. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, Look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Room past the 20, complete to Bryant. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. 25 yards that time.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 0-0-0. Forward.
Push him back. Push him back.
Good touch.
Throwing is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Good guys, 4 down.
Slam.
Hey.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. On first and 10. It's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings that second and a yard. Let's get 33-yard line.
22, check, Palmer. 22, check, Palmer. There.
To throw again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Mike 280.
Mike 50.
Check.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
61, Sam. Pilot, 64, weak.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from? And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Falcons. Alvin Kamara, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that's
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check, 59, 59. I'll go special. I'll go special. Check.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson steps away to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Bang out, bam, bam.
Here's Wilson throwing on third and long. Going for the deep ball. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon standing right on his own 5-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, Sam.
Kill.
Check.
Now Kamara. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Gun.
Stay at home.
58.
One set. Check right.
Hey, exit.
54. They can't hang with us. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Let us go.
Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Kamara. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Don't be mad. There's more time. There's more time.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
54, right there.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Bobby Wagner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
After the sack on first down, Ryan The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check. Watch 54. I got it. Right there. 54, right there. Space. 54, Mike. 65.
Now Ryan. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Echo. Gun.
Mike, 49.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
First down, Atlanta. Space. 51, shove.
Watch the screen.
Bravo.
Mike.
Ryan wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch twist.
Further.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Gun.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And, my goodness, another interception. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.